The other requesting for tickets and it's going wild. Yes!
Man, you resemble your father.
In that case, I was a special order. Who is this Homo sapien?
Oh, you mean that hippopotamus? You want to spoil my children?
I'm
You're welcome to the biggest fight of the century. My name is Zayn and I'll be your commentator for this match.
Papi!
I'll record a song for you.
Can you even read alright?
Not be wrong guess, Ruby.
This na my real face.
No!
Start singing for me.
You and I will be as one.
It's Friday.
Good morning and welcome. It's that time again. We're wrapping up the week. The weekend is here. And of course, some people say we're knocking at the door of the weekend. For some others, they've already gotten into the weekend. But for us here on your numero uno breakfast show, we are ensuring that we step you into the weekend the right way.
That's right. It is the Feel Good Friday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. We have a perfect mix. We have music, fashion, great food, loads of laughs, and positive energy, taking you into the weekend in style.
All right, so it's going to be a wonderful ride. So just chill, sit back, relax. We're going to ensure that the next hour and 45 minutes, the one that will be you, if you wanted to, switch what it is, you would say it's a roller coaster ride. We're ensuring that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful way to get into your weekend.
Mike has a huge smile on his face today.
Do I?
I do. Yes, you do.
I don't.
I'm speaking it into existence.
That's not my smiling face.
Smile is coming. It will come. I got you, Mike. I will get that smile out of you if it's the last thing I do today.
No, it's not the smile I need. I need to say some things. You just do that thing, the smile will come back.
Everybody's going through one thing or the other.
No, not everybody.
But you're never fully dressed without a smile. So, hey, let's see if we can put some smiles on some people's faces this morning. My name is Titilayo.
I am Mike Mesikeno. We are reaching you live at tvcentertainment.tv options, where you can catch us on our website. You can also go on GOTV channel 16. And if you want to catch us on the terrestrial band, it's the ultra high frequency. The band will be 49, where you can tune in and catch us.
So it's going to be really special and spicy in the kitchen. Why? Because we have Chef NC Splash. She's here to whip up some delicious breakfast dishes, and she's going to hopefully make our morning a lot brighter with what she creates. She has given us some taste buds.
Already?
Well, hey.
Titi, I've eaten already this morning.
Seriously?
You look like Amber now.
Really? I do?
No, Ruby.
Okay. No matter what, we're going to make sure there's a tasty treat
like Ruby now.
showcase for you later on.
Yeah. And of course, here to serenade us this Friday, Octaves Play Band. They came in looking
ready. They're set.
You're looking like heaven.
Oh,
maybe you understand why I say
seriously?
so. Real setup. Octaves Play. It's going to be a wonderful Friday with them. I can't wait for that one.
Now get ready for all of you to get this exciting sneak peek into the latest blockbusters and all the action and drama coming your way. We have some movie trailers.
Yeah, I saw that. I've not seen the trailer, but Taron Egerton is back in this one.
Ooh.
You know Taron Egerton?
Yes, I do.
Kingsman.
Oh.
Definitely.
That was a
Great
bright young
actor.
star. We sort of saw his future. We're
you've seen Carry On also?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
I haven't yet.
It's Taron Egerton.
I'll be checking some of these out myself, possibly over the weekend. And for a guest discussion, we have Omolewa Adesui, popularly known as Mama Spade, a Nigerian adventurer, entrepreneur, motorcycle rider, of course, as you can see, and so much more. Want to find out what makes her tick? Stay with us.
I like this, yeah. There's Okada, there's machine,
Wow.
and there's motorcycle.
Really?
Yeah, at different levels.
We'll
yeah.
figure out the difference.
Yeah, we will. She'll
later
talk to
on.
us about it. All right. And of course, we've got Mercy for here, who is a music artist with an infusion of pop and Afro. Will be here to perform this morning.
Joining us for fashion is Minilingbi, Lillian Maxwell, leading Nigerian fashion designer and creative director. As you can see, there is a lot to showcase on today's show.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
been
great.
a while I had fashion. I'm looking forward to that one, right?
Can't wait.
Looking forward to it. And then we will wrap up the show. We've got Femi Adeniro, who is a multi-skilled C-suite professional and is currently Director of Corporate Communications and CSR at Airtel Nigeria.
So
Okay.
I've had to
Okay.
go dig out my umbrellas. I have all those umbrellas I used to just keep behind one corner, in one door, in one space in my house.
Why?
I went to go find, because, man, the rains have just decided to come down.
I love the rains.
Yeah.
I love the rains. I'm a pluvophile, so it's a lot of things. I love the rains. Amber, what's happening today? What's happening next?
Don't worry.
Oh,
Let's check out-
Ruby.
Let's check out
She
the
really
weather.
does look like her.
Let's check out the weather.
It really does look like Ruby now. Good morning. Welcome to the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesakero. It's a Friday morning and a wonderful way to get set to get started with the weekend. Now it's the second anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration, and he has continued to emphasize the government's resolve to make Nigeria a better place for all citizens. The president sent a message to Nigerians yesterday morning assuring that the government reforms are working and will continue to yield positive results. He says the country is on course to build a greater and more economically stable nation. On the economy, the president also emphasized that Nigeria is better positioned for growth and prepared to withstand global shocks. And he also mentioned that state revenues have increased by over 6 trillion naira in 2024, and subnational governments can now reduce debt burden, meet salaries and pension obligations. He also spoke on his administration's intervention in health. He says that 1,000 primary health care centers are being revitalized nationwide, and an additional 5,500 PHCs are being upgraded. He also acknowledged the improved collaboration among security agencies and increased intelligence-driven operations. And he concluded his message with this, a quote: The future is bright, and together we will build a stronger and more inclusive Nigeria that we can be proud of. End of quote. Speaker of the House of Reps, Abbas Tajuddin, has congratulated President Bola Tinubu on his second anniversary in office. The Speaker says he's convinced that Nigeria is on track under the APC-led administration. He appealed to Nigerians to continue to support the President's administration as it implements bold reforms for short and long-term gains. For Deputy President of the Senate, Barau Jibrin, President Tinubu has laid the foundation for the restoration of the country's glorious days. He expressed optimism that the establishment of development commissions would accelerate the development across the country. He described the administration's Nigerian Education Loan Fund as unprecedented, with more than 300,000 Nigerian students already benefiting from the scheme. And then on to foreign stories. President Donald Trump administration says it will go to the Supreme Court on Friday if it is unable to block the tariffs ruling. 3 judges ruled on Wednesday that President Trump overstepped his authority when he used an emergency law to impose tariffs on nearly every country in a major blow to his economic policies. The ruling raises the real question about whether Mr. Trump's wider so-called reciprocal tariffs will ever come into effect. The case was launched by a group of U.S. businesses and states and leaves the White House with 10 days to formally reverse the levies. Moments after the ruling, the Trump administration said it was not for unelected judges to decide how to properly address a national emergency. And then some sporting updates. Team Delta has been named the overall winner of the 22nd National Sports Festival in Ogun State. Delta State won 109 gold, 75 silver and 87 bronze medals. The event, called Gateway Games 2024, was officially opened by President Bola Tinubu on May 18th. Bayelsa team secured second place with Ogun finishing. Enugu State will host the 25 Gateway Games. President of the Senate, Godfrey Akpabio, commended the athletes and organizers of the National Sports Festival, stating that one of the aims of the President Bola Tinubu administration is to unite the youths through sports.
But on behalf of Mr. President, President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who loves the Nigerian youths, who is very determined to change things for the nation and then secure the future of our generations yet unborn. I must say that what I've seen today and what has happened in the last 2 weeks in Ogun State is a question of carrying out the manifesto of the All Progressives Congress and simply renewing the hope of Nigerians in sports, simply renewing the unity of Nigeria through sports.
One of the best, or if not the best, of the festival that we have seen in recent times. Almost everything was spot on.
That's it on the news for this one. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Okay, so now let's get to the intimate part.
Exactly.
Now. So do you feel this whole enhancement, the whole you do boobs, you do ass, does it now make you good in bed? You do your dick, does it make you good in bed? You do abs, are you now more attracted to your partner?
Are you more confident?
Exactly, to now perform well.
As a woman, you
Maybe
have bigger breasts, you have bigger. Come on, you feel more sexier.
Okay.
It's affecting in bed.
Okay, Beverly, you know what?
No,
I really want to hear your take, but
the experience of it doesn't change the experience.
I want to hear Desmond's side. I want to hear your own, but your own is making me feel somehow.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I'm being serious.
Is
now.
that your trousers are going on?
Hey! Hagulalumo!
Yes,
LGBTQ.
Oh my God.
I left my daughter in the care of a governess. She is white. Mariana is well aware she can't be associated with those people. When Mariana gets married, all of this will be in the hands of your future son-in-law.
Papa, I don't want an arranged marriage, and I don't want to be sent to you.
I want your son to keep away from my daughter.
I want to sue my father.
You don't have the nerve to do it. Every problem has a solution. Just say the word, and I will do it. No one has to find out. We won't speak of it again.
Stop right there! No, don't shoot!
This is real gold.
This chain belonged to my mother. When it's around my neck again, that means we'll never have to be apart.
Watch out!
Where else do you wake up in the morning to a live band? Only on Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. All right then, wondering who this amazing band are? We have the Octaves Play Band, a dynamic and versatile live band known for their different genres of music from R&B, soul, jazz, funk, hip hop, high life, everything you would ever want from a live band. They've worked and performed with amazing artists such as Kiss Daniel, Inyanya, Simi, and many others. And we have them here with us today. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
All right, so talk to us about this journey. Did you all meet recently? How long have you been doing this? Talk to us.
So we've been operating for like 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
July.
Okay. July.
2022.
All right, fantastic. So, like, I can't wait to see your performance. What is the name of the track you're performing first?
It's a combination of stories.
Oh, it's a medley. Yes. All right. Well, I can't wait. So let's meet each of our band members, shall we? All right. Who do we have here?
Okay, so we have.
Of course, yourself.
Debbie.
Yourself first.
Myself.
Yeah.
I'm Mudia.
Mudia.
Yeah.
And then we have
Debbie.
Debbie. Eric. Who's back here? Joseph and Donald. And who's this? Sam. Udeme. Okay, all right. Well, we're going to see all of them throw down right now. What we've been waiting for. The Octaves Play Band's about to perform.
How are you?
Thank you very much. Great music, great music. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Right now we're in the kitchen. And as you can see here, I'm not alone. I have the beautiful chef, NC Splash.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Now, for those of you who just noticed, we're having like a quick dance tutorial. You know, let's just show them the step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! All right, now, do you know that most of these dance steps actually started from the kitchen?
Okay.
Do you know the origin of some dance moves actually started from the kitchen?
Okay.
Just the same way now. How do you turn amala? How do you turn amala? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you see? How about an egg? When you whisk an egg? You see, most of these dance moves are actually started in the kitchen. But let's not get carried away, guys. Tell us, what are we doing this morning?
Okay, this morning we're making beef dodo.
Beef dodo, beef dodo, beef dodo, beef dodo.
You've heard of geese dodo, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this one is beef dodo.
Okay.
With beef.
What's the difference between geese dodo and beef dodo?
The difference is that we're using beef.
Instead of the geese dodo. Oh, nice. You know, anytime I hear the word beef, what comes to mind is fight with another person. You know, I have two of us are beefing each other. But that's really brilliant.
No. Okay.
All right. So I also noticed, I think it was even that said this one, that you love plantain a lot. Most of the time, whenever you come here, you're always using plantain. What is it with you and plantain? Why do you like plantain?
Okay, I'm fondly called the plantain queen.
Plantain queen?
Yeah, because I develop recipes with plantain, especially for diabetic patients.
Oh, wow. So plantain is really good for people who have diabetes, no?
But not ripe, no?
Oh, nice. Okay, so I know there is, you know, there are different types of plantain. You have unripe plantain. Then you have the one for plantain chips. You have the one for semi-ripe. Then the one for that you can eat with beans is which one?
You can use semi-ripe, you can use fully ripe.
No, that's always very soft. That's the name they call it, very, very soft. Do you do in your mouth?
No, you don't eat that.
The one with beans, with ewa going, they eat it with ewa going. Huh.
It's normal plantain.
It's normal plantain.
Soft.
The
Something
one
that's very soft.
Okay, all right. I just know that there are different types of plantain. And then the one there's one they call bole.
Bole, yeah. The roasted one.
You use the soft one for bole or the...
No. Not the soft one.
All right. Yeah. You can use the... Okay, nice. I think I'm learning. So tell us, what are the ingredients that we have here?
Okay, we have plantain. We have vegetable oil, the beef, curry, rosemary, thyme, seasoning, salt.
Wow.
So we have cherry tomatoes, bell peppers, scotch bonnet, and
nice.
onion.
So let's talk about the beef. First of all, I don't know, what have you done to the beef? Because I can tell that the beef is looking different.
Beefing.
It's not beefing the way I used to, the way I know it. Yeah, just tell me, what have you done to the beef?
I seasoned it and I cooked for like 5-10 minutes.
Right. But what about all this liquid that I'm seeing? What is this liquid that I'm seeing with the beef? Is it part of the meal or is it a mistake?
It's not. It's a stock from the meat.
Okay.
They call it broth. Yeah, it's from.
So what are you using the stock for?
We need to use it to add to the dish to make it nice.
Okay, to give it a different feel.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, nice. Let's talk about the things that are here. Yeah. You said this one is rosemary.
Yeah.
It looks like a different rosemary, the one I know.
No, that's rosemary. This is thyme.
The rosemary I'm talking about, she stays in my compound. A young lady. She doesn't look like this.
Oh.
All right, but what do you use rosemary for those that do not know?
It's a herb or a spice you add to ingredients, just like thyme.
All right. Now, for those of you that are at home right now, and these are the ingredients on your screen, you can take a screenshot, you can record this, and you can just follow us and make this. I mean, these are things that you can easily get in the house.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you can just take any of all these ingredients, take it on the screen, or you can watch on YouTube and just play the video back, and then take the recording as well. All right. So finally, we have the plantains as well.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So what's the first step?
Okay, the first step was supposed to be meat, but I've worked on it already, so I'm starting with the plantain.
All right, that is awesome. I cannot wait for you to start making this one, all right? Guys, do not go anywhere. We have beef dodo. All right, I'm sure you guys would love to see how this turns out, and I'm sure that you guys would also love to see me have a taste of it. I cannot wait to taste it, so that we'll not have beef. Yeah, as I said, I will not have beef.
And you will love it.
I will love it, Abby. All right, no problem. All right, guys. The show continues. It's the Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Let's go. Oh, yeah, let's start.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name na Chika Okeke. My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top of you, Pigeon.
I'm gonna bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see him again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey friend the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as he be.
Men no dey ever get fault. If baby not dey for her,
na the woman.
talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk through inside. But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
But we not even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some period.
Oh my God. Isn't this room usually for jigsaws?
Not on a Thursday, no. Welcome to Cooper's Chase. We investigate cold cases.
Everybody gather round!
We're a team. All systems go.
Roger that.
There's been a murder. An actual murder. Now we've got a real case to solve, isn't it wonderful? Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
Who are you? I'm sorry, how rude of me. We're the Thursday Murder Club.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, it's time for movies. That was an amazing ensemble, if you ask me. Did you see that trailer?
So this is basically like a teaser. It was just the names that made me even think about it. You have Helen Mirren, you have Pierce Brosnan. What's the third name there?
Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley also.
Yeah.
So they're old.
But
yeah, it was about if so you see that three of them stay together. No, what I'm saying is that no, in the movie they are it's more or less like oldies who are maybe trying to relive glory days. So they are old. You see them,
but you know when it comes to movies that are about murder mysteries, there is this idea that old people are the wisest set of people to always find stuff. I don't know. Have you noticed that old people are always giving this wisdom persona in movies?
If you read any Famous Five or Secret Seven, then you disagree.
Yeah, I didn't toy murder mystery, but then I'm thinking that if you have old people like this, how would they move? You need mobility. If you're going to solve murder, you need agility. So it's not just brains.
And then it's also based on a book by Richard Osman.
Nice.
That was 2020, right?
Oh, it's still quite a new book.
Still quite a new book, right?
Okay, it must have caught on. It must have been a bestseller for them.
Yeah, but then again, it's good to see Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren. Those are phenomenal actors.
Yeah.
So it's really good to see that Pierce Brosnan, I think he's done anything in a while. So
he's been doing some really nice pieces, but he
waits behind the camera, not in front of the camera, right?
I'm just expecting some crazy plot twist. That's all I need.
Right. And Helen Mirren is always, when it comes to those plot twists that just, bog your mind. She's one of those people who,
extremely versatile set of
very.
actors there. It feels like it's going to be an amazing movie.
Certainly.
All right. Yeah, so Ken Reeves is in this one. It's also a teaser. Not so much of it. Good fortune. Good fortune.
My crush.
Martha?
Yes, Gabriel.
Is there any way I can have more meaningful duties? I want to guide people. I want to change their lives.
To save a lost soul, you have to find a lost soul.
Hey, Arch, don't forget your pee bottle, bro.
A lost soul. Arch?
Going to come out this year. But Keanu Reeves, that has been all the rave when it came to John Wick and that whole series, he's taking a twist in this direction now. Now, this particular project is one of those.
So he's basically like.
He's doing the whole divine thing.
Divine thing, exactly. A guardian angel and all of that. But and then he's doing it to people who don't actually believe in the spiritual, or as it were. And so it's like, hey, no matter what happens, good fortune could just come your way.
Wow.
So this is a teaser, get into it. But then for me, the problem I have now is since doing John Wick, the look, I don't know also if he can reason why he doesn't want to. He went back to do Matrix and he kept the same look.
Kept the same
he
hair.
came back for this one. He's keeping the same hair. He's going to do Ballerina. What I'm saying is that he has now decided that this is how I am going to look.
And would I be wrong if I say that? Now, I don't know, you guys can crucify me for this one, but would I be wrong if I say that Keanu Reeves would be a great actor to play Jesus Christ if they were ever going to do like another Jesus movie? He has like
He has the look already.
He has played Jesus Christ.
He has?
Wow.
Wow.
In what movie?
I don't know the movie.
SpongeBob. Yeah, he was Jesus.
For real? He did the voice of Jesus?
He wasn't voice. He was his face.
The face.
came out.
Wow.
There was a rolling bush, a thistle bush that was rolling.
Okay.
And then his face came up. And, and then Jesus Christ. Let's play Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. Based on his hair, like how he keeps his hair now, the face, he looks like the old
For someone
characters.
who played Constantine.
Exactly. And look at the look of Constantine. Look at the look of Matrix, right?
Or the devil's advocate.
Yeah. I'm blown away.
He can't do anything wrong.
But I'm really looking forward to Ballerina.
He can't.
If he likes, let's him leave his hair.
I don't even care if he does John Wick till 10. I love you, Keanu. And I think this is a good. I think I love it when actors actually, star in different genres, which also shows their versatility as actors, as creatives, as professionals. So I mean, it's beautiful to see him in this one.
Yeah, Keanu.
Change your look, Sha.
Don't worry, we'll still go and watch the film. Don't worry.
Cut your hair a bit.
Don't worry.
All right. Well, Tudum is coming up, and Tudum is where Netflix gets to show you all the new stuff they have on their slate.
Interesting.
And the second season of probably what a number of people call the greatest manga or the greatest anime of all time, One Piece.
Yeah.
Right? It's the second season, and there's quite a little bit of a teaser.
But
for it.
I actually like how they call it Tudum. Because it's actually Tudum.
The sound.
The sound when Netflix comes on your screen. Tudum.
The Grand Line!
Luffy. Luffy, what are you doing here?
Not me! I had an idea. I realized that every great pirate crew needs some good, solid bonding time. So we're having a slumber party!
No. We are not having a slumber party.
So I made snacks. Truffle popcorn for the group. Up for the group.
And I fixed the snail projector, which is kind of a disturbing process.
Zoro, you made it!
You said there was going to be booze.
So, question, do you sleep with those suits?
Maybe.
Okay, I guess we are having a slumber party.
Showtime. Pass the popcorn.
Okay, so what are we watching?
Do you want to do the honors?
Trying to figure out how this was the most watched Netflix series in 2023. How?
So when you read the comics or the manga the series, it is the closest. It's the closest to depicting what the series actually stood for in the best fashion.
Okay.
There are a couple of other manga series or anime that you probably like read about, and then you're like, nah, I'd rather still read or I'd rather still watch it, the anime. But this is the closest and one of the best.
Wow. What's manga? Because
So manga is like the comics for an anime.
Anime.
Yeah.
So anime is the animated manga.
Manga.
Oh.
Is that right?
So
you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
manga is like the comics.
You're right.
No, because I hear it all. I'm like manga. I know it's a genre, but I'm not exactly sure where it fits.
There's
Crazy how they read it from the back.
type of animation, though. It's a type of drawing. It's a style of drawing, an animation that's been used, and it's been maintained. It's somehow just never lost its its zeal.
Yeah.
Everybody still keeps going back to it, and season after season now we're seeing the impact. People have been waiting for this. Apparently, people are like just anticipating this like crazy on
basically,
Twitter and everywhere.
it's one of the big three when it comes to the manga and anime community. I was talking about One Piece as one of them. The second will be Bleach, and then of course you have Naruto. Who they are messing up with Boruto and all of that. But and that is why the followership is mad. It's crazy. So if you only have to look at Asia and international community, if all those ones, even the big boys don't work. But if you were an anime person, and this cuts across all from even old to, it's not about the kids again. So One Piece is big. It's a big one. All right.
I think we have one more, right?
Yeah. Smoke. Smoke is a series, of course, it's a crime series, and of course, and it stars Tara Egerton. A lot of people have loved him from the days of Kingsman.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's check out the trailer for Smoke.
One of them kills again. Fire isn't just an element. Fire is an organism. Fire watches. Fire waits.
Investigator Goodson, your reputation precedes you.
You preceded me too, into my own office.
I've been told you have 2 serial arsonists working this area. No significant leads on either.
Why send you? You don't know anything about arson.
Yeah, but I know a ton about crime scene analysis.
Why is she here again? You're one man dealing with a fire plague. Accept the help. You need to get somebody quick before one of them kills again.
Okay, so we've had a lot of different types of detective series.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to murder and maybe all these fraudsters and stuff like that. But this is a series investigating arson. Arsonists. And that is another take on mysteries and investigative movies and detective movies like this. But putting Taron Egerton right there in front of it, I'm just like, okay, they really want to pull us into this one.
So it's actually inspired by a true life event.
Okay.
Yeah, it is, and it's actually amazing to see Taron. He's playing the arsonist this time.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of when he played Queen.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That was twisted.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I prefer seeing him with a gun in his hand, I'm sorry.
Yeah. To be honest, at some point I got tired of seeing him in The Kingsman.
No.
The latest series, I think the last one.
Manners maketh the man.
One of the best,
one of
the best lines ever when it comes to the cinema, the silver screen. Manners make a man. Yeah, set up quite a lot. So Manners make it. That was a landmark, not only for the choreography, the cinematography was a very big reason.
Yeah,
it is the closest that you can see. If you remember watching Ninja Assassin, right? Ninja Assassin had a lot of the when you're seeing the fights, the angles from the weapons. So you are seeing it from the angle of the person of the punch, not the person punching. So the cinematography was different for Ninja Assassin, which is the same way they use for Kingsman, and that was what was different about it. You know.
I agree with you.
I also enjoyed the
dialogues.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe we have one more.
Materialists.
All right. So she had to choose between
her
Chris
perfect
Evans
match
and Pedro Pascal.
imperfect ex. Yes.
How do you pick between Chris Evans? Most people would pick Chris Evans because you know he is. You know, I'm just saying, like, he's the superhero. I love Pedro. I love Pedro.
Pedro Pascal.
No, it's just the funny thing is that over the past 3 years, he's basically Hollywood's leading man. He's the number one guy. And he said something. He said the reason for this was Game of Thrones. Playing the Sea Snake was the reason why. He had a short time in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but he made
phenomenal.
I loved him from Narcos.
I love him. Yeah, I loved him from Narcos as well. I did. Right. I think Pedro Pascal is one to look out for this year, and it's really interesting to see his growth in the industry so far.
So we would love to hear your take on this as well. Please use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know what you think. What are you going to be looking out for when it comes to movies and series very soon?
Right.
Let's take a quick break. There's still more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Muhammad Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky on January 17, 1942. His birth name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. He began training as an amateur boxer at age 12, and at 18 he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. In his early years as a professional, Clay was more highly regarded for his charm and personality than for his ring skills. He sought to raise public interest in his fights by reading childlike poetry and spouting self-descriptive phrases like float like a butterfly, sting like Maccabee. On February 25, 1964, at age 22, he pulled off a major upset, defeating Sonny Liston to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That same year, he shocked the boxing establishment again by denouncing his birth name as a slave name and formally took the name Muhammad Ali, which was given to him by his spiritual mentor, Elijah Muhammad, leader of the Nation of Islam. For the next 3 years, Ali dominated the boxing arena. Muhammad Ali retired from boxing in 1981 and focused on his religion, philanthropy, and activism. In 1984, he made public his diagnosis of Parkinson's syndrome, which some reports attributed to boxing-related injuries, though he and his specialist physicians disputed this. He remained an active public figure globally, but in his later years made fewer public appearances as his condition worsened and he was cared for by his family. Ali was chosen to light the Olympic flame at the start of the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia. He died on June 3rd, 2016.
We have quite an interesting conversation right now with Omolewa Adesuyi. She's popularly known as Mama Spade. She's a Nigerian adventurer, entrepreneur, and motorcycle rider. She rode across Africa from Lagos to Cape Town, South Africa. Wow. Her bold riding expenditure wasn't just about the thrill of the open road, but it was a mission to tell powerful African stories of strength, resilience, warmth, and promote unity across the continent and champions women empowerment. So you see women empowerment, you already got me there. And inspiring young women and girls. I'm sold. I'm totally sold. It's such a pleasure to have you on our couch. I mean, I am so inspired because I work with a lot of powerful women. My mother was a powerful woman, and she's someone that I've always admired. And so when I see women, who not just show their intellectual, prowess, but their physical strength, it's letting the men know that what you can do, we can do better. It's not a competition, guys. Nobody should come after me, please. It's not a competition in any way. But hey, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
First off, what inspired you to take that trip from Nigeria to South Africa with your bike? Like you rode?
Yes, all the way.
What inspired it? Talk to us.
First, I would say my love for riding motorcycles. I started riding 5 years ago, and ever since then.
5 years ago. I was expecting to hear a decade ago.
I know, right? When I mentioned this to one of the women riders in South Africa, she got up and she hugged me like, just 5 years, and you're here. So when I started riding, I would say to myself, I was only going to ride to church, right? But then I fell in love with traveling, and I've traveled around Nigeria, but it wasn't enough.
Okay.
I went all the way from Lagos to Ivory Coast. It still wasn't enough. I wanted to see more of Africa, so I looked, where's the next best place? That I haven't heard anybody from Lagos has traveled to South Africa says, I want to do this. So I took my bike and I got up and I rode all the way from Lagos to Cape Town, South Africa, and even further to Pretoria.
Let's talk about how you were able to navigate, from leaving Lagos to, the border towns and, taking those leaps across, different cities and different countries before you got to South Africa.
So from Lagos, I traveled to Ikom, which is in Cross River State.
Right.
It's a border town between Nigeria and Cameroon.
Okay.
I remember the night before I crossed into Cameroon, I broke down. I had a panic attack. It was at that point I knew that it was real and there was no going back.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and then going into Cameroon, there was a lot of news of kidnapping, I was really scared. But the moment I crossed into Cameroon, that was it. There was no fear, no hold back, and I just became a big girl. And I crossed from Cameroon to Congo, from Congo to DRC to Angola. I remember when I got to the Angola border, the custom officers, they followed me on TikTok, and they were so happy to see me. And things like this just make the trip easy for me when I meet people who know me, you know, who are proud of me.
Now, while you are taking us through this journey, right, I would also like you to tell us how many days you spent in each country. Yeah, their food as well, because I mean, you also got to experience their culture as you were, you know, navigating through these countries.
Yeah. Okay, one thing, everybody that knows me knows that I love food.
Oh, wow. That's usually the highlights of my trip. So please go ahead.
So I love food so much. So I stayed in each country at least 4 days. Or some countries I stayed more to eat more food, right? I think in Cameroon, I stayed about a week because I traveled through different towns or different states in each country. So it takes some time. So in Cameroon now, I visited Boya, Limbe, Douala, Yaoundé before I crossed to Congo, where I went to, I can't remember the town now, and then Brazzaville, which is the capital. In most of these countries, I visit the capitals, and then I visit smaller towns, also in Angola. When I got to Angola, I talk about Angola a lot. It was a beautiful place, and I realized that I wanted to spend more time in the smaller towns because that is where the stories are. That's where the food is, you know, and then the people are warmer because, you know, the hustle and bustle of the big cities are not there. So, yeah. And then in Namibia, I spent a longer time because my bike broke down. So I was there for a while fixing my bike before I continued to South Africa.
Wow, interesting. Okay, now let's look at the duration. I mean, when did you leave Lagos and when did you get to South Africa?
I left home on the 16th of March, and on the 27th of April, I was in Cape Town.
Wow.
Yes.
That is interesting. I mean, I'm still blown away by it. And I mean, it's really brave of you, you know, to do this, also, you know, inspire other women and, you know, letting them know that, I mean, if you can do it, you can do it. And, you know, other, you know, women, we all can do it. This is quite an inspiring story. And I know that you're taking another trip really soon from Cape Town back to Nigeria, because I mean your bike
is there.
Is right now is in South Africa, and you still have to go back to South Africa to get it and then bring it back.
Yeah, well, I'm planning to go back and go to East Africa before coming home.
Before coming back.
I want to see more of Africa.
I would really love to talk about some of the challenges that you had to face as a woman taking on these trips, because I mean, even in our day-to-day lives as women, we face challenges, obstacles as women in our place of work, at home, in our society. So what were some of the challenges that you had to face, especially in African countries where patriarchy, you know, is everywhere?
Okay, honestly, I didn't face any challenge because I am a woman. I only faced challenges because I am African. When I got to Congo, Brazzaville, I wanted to cross into Congo DRC, and that was where I had my main challenge for border crossing. It was a hassle crossing my bike. I needed to go get some papers. It took so long. It took about 4 hours. I was in the office for 4 hours waiting, and then I was going to take a ferry. So the ferry was going to leave me, you know, so it was a struggle. And then when I got back to the ferry, the immigration officer told me that I have a wrong visa, that I should have gotten a transit visa, not a tourist visa. I mean, a tourist visa is more expensive than a transit visa. It is my money, so why say, oh, I got a wrong visa? You know, that is the challenge I faced, but I didn't face that because I'm a woman. If anything, the fact that I'm a woman helped
made it easier.
Helped me, made my journey easier in every border.
Thank you so much, Monewa, for coming to share your story with us.
Thank you.
I'm deeply inspired by this and looking forward to your next trip.
Thank you so much.
All right. And that's it on this conversation. We have to head over to the kitchen. We have another inspiring woman making her own mic right there in the kitchen. Incy Splash. Edgar, what's going on? Talk to us.
All right. Yes, we're in the kitchen. We're making something special today, and this is beef dodo. Now, you guys already know geese dodo, but this is different. This one is beef dodo. All right. So tell us, what have you done so far?
Okay, I'm frying the plantain already.
Yes, yes.
Then I'm shredding the veggies.
Veggies, exactly.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for you guys to have a final look on what this looks like, and also what it tastes like. You know, because I mean, everyone knows geese dodo, but not everyone knows beef dodo. All right.
Yeah.
Now, do you know the history behind plantains? Do you know the history behind plantains, when plantains started as a thing?
Yeah, I do, but I want to know your own history.
My own history?
Yeah.
No, the history I know is the history. Everyone knows about plantain. Now, before, this was in the around 1980 something, yes? I mean, 1918 or so.
Okay.
Plantains were actually not called plantains.
Okay.
Yes. Do you know that?
Yeah, I'm learning from you.
All right, I would put you through a bit. So
okay.
actually, it was actually called tenana. Just the same way you have, banana. It was called tenana. Have you noticed that banana and plantain, they look alike?
Okay.
It was called tenana. Okay. So there was also banana. So now, to differentiate banana from plantain,
okay,
the government now came together to have a plan. They now said plantain. I don't know if you see what I did there. To differentiate plantain from banana, they came together to create a plan.
Okay.
And just called it plantain. This is something you never find anywhere. I'm just telling you because you need to learn all of these things.
That's why I wanted to know your vision.
Because you are the plantain queen.
Yeah.
It is only right that the plantain queen knows the history behind plantain.
I'm surprised I don't know the history,
You don't know the history I know?
Yes.
If I tell you the things I know, hey, oh my Lord. I started cooking at the age of 4. You see this car here? Can you see this car?
I can't
Can you guys
see.
see this car?
No, I can't see.
This car has gone, that's why. There was this car here before. This car was from hot oil.
Oil?
Yes.
Did you dip your hand inside?
No, I wanted to test if it was hot enough.
You just came?
That's what I do.
Wow.
I just, like right now, if you allow me, I can pour out some oil and it will not even hurt me. Should I show you?
We don't have emergency team here.
No, that's what I do. I can actually pour hot oil on my hand. It will not hurt me. Sometimes I rinse my head in oil. Just when I'm too cold-headed. When what they call creative block. Creative block. I just pour hot oil on my head to calm me down.
To calm you down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Customers are getting the best benefit of staying on our network. It's for us to continue to put in the required investments to ensure that the digital economy, which is becoming the thing for Nigeria, is supported. And our sector, ICT, contributes about 20% to the GDP. We intend to continue, to wrap our operations around ensuring that our customers get best value. That is what the future looks like for us.
All right, I'm so pleased to hear that. But now there's always that opportunity to connect with Airtel's customers. I know you probably have some final thoughts to give before we wrap up the conversation.
We also have our social, for my final thoughts.
Yeah.
We also have our social investments. I cannot come to, not mention, what we are doing around digital inclusion, what we are doing around financial inclusion, what we are doing around education, that's around our CSR. Presently, we are in a partnership, with 3MTT, it is 3 million technical talents, one of the initiatives of this, of the federal government. So we are in that program, and through our own intervention, we're supporting about 25,000 young Nigerians to be able to acquire some digital skills. Around education, we have a partnership with UNICEF, where we are connecting schools digitally to education. We started this is the 3rd year of that partnership. It's a 5-year partnership. Presently, we are in over 1,350 schools that we're supporting monthly with data for the children to be able to learn online, digitally. Our reach is about 800,000 Nigerian students. About 17,000 teachers are also participating. We intend to scale that up, get into more communities so that the young children can actually have access to education without having to carry physical books. Right, and so many other things for our social investment, because we believe that that is our social capital to operate, and we'll continue to do more.
All right.
Thank you.
I believe all this information is available on Airtel's website, all this and more, and of course the social media pages for Airtel.
Sure.
But we have to say a big thank you to you, Mr. Femi Adeniran, for coming to talk to us today about this, and good luck with all the future projects.
Thank you so much. Good to be. Thank you.
All right then. Now you heard it here first. Quite a few amazing things happening with Airtel, and we have to say a big thank you to them for coming to talk to us about it today. We'll be taking another quick break, but there's still more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of you, pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say na my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see him again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs. If they look for person, we go give them to you. Fact as it be. Men no dey ever get force. If baby not dey for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we know say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We no even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man. And that's some poria.
Entertainment to me is a way of life, is a way of escaping, is a way of connecting with people. It's a way of sharing stories and experiencing the very best of the human nature.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on. You're my provider. You're my provider.
Thanks for staying with us. Right now on the show, we have our fashion designer and model and creative director of Minenigbi. Yeah, so with over 7 years of experience in high-end women's fashion, celebrity styling, and brand development, her work spans editorial styling, eco-conscious production, and fashion mentorship. Hello, Lillian.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to meet you.
Good to see you again.
Thank
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So first, let's quickly, your fashion label has been, around for quite a number of years now. Quickly, let's talk about how your designs have evolved over the years and where you are right now in terms of your creativity.
Okay. So basically, we have, it's been a journey. It's been an amazing journey where, obviously, as a fashion designer and as a person, I have evolved over time.
Right.
Okay. So basically, it's just been from grace to grace to grace. Basically.
All
So
right.
I've been better at my crafts. I've honed in on my craft, and then recently I really added fashion styling into, what I've done so far. So I'm grateful to God.
All right. You know what? Before we talk about what you're wearing, which is really, really nice, I've seen some of your designs. The latest collection, which you'll be showcasing in another few seconds. So talk to us about the name of this collection. Does it have a name? Yeah. What inspired it? Okay. Right.
Okay, so it's called the Fluorescence Collection.
The Fluorescence.
Yeah.
Love
Fluorescence.
it. Okay.
And that means it's from the word fluorescentia.
Oh,
and that means like blooming. So basically it's just what we just talked about, blooming phase, So it just shows the human experience, like the journey of the human experience, from where
you're coming from,
exactly, where I've come from, my journey, even my life, as a designer, as a person.
Right. So you're in your blooming season.
Yes.
Let's quickly talk about what you're wearing. I absolutely love it. Thank you. I love the clash of colors.
Thank you.
And they're quite a number of colors, but they stand out on its own. So talk to us about what inspired the look that you have on.
Okay, so basically, since the Fluorescence collection is based on the blooming of a flower.
Right.
So this is a damask fabric.
Love it.
And this is also a damask. Let's say this inspires like the pruning, the time when the flower dies.
Okay.
And then this will inspire when it's blooming and it's in full season. Yes.
Absolutely love it. And I love how you paired it. Does this come as a piece as well?
Yes, it does.
Comes as a piece.
But you can wear them individually.
Right. I'm very curious about the innerwear. Is it a sleeveless? Is it an off-shoulder?
So it's an off-shoulder.
It's an off-shoulder. Fantastic. Okay, so quickly, let's see some of your other looks.
Okay.
From the bloom season, that's the fluorescent season. Quickly, let's have our first model come up quickly. I absolutely love this particular look. Please come in. Right. I love the color, and that's because even as a fashion designer myself, I am into bright colors. I love bright colors. As much as I focus on African fabrics and on how we tell our stories as Africans, I go for colors. So I particularly love this particular color. Talk to us about what inspired the design and then the embellishments that was used as well.
Okay, so basically this is just to keep it simple, just shows African royalty.
African royalty, love it.
The African woman, she's no longer a young, let's say a little girl of 13.
She's blooming into her womanhood.
Yes,
love it, love it.
Yeah.
And this also comes with a headpiece?
Yes, you can buy with the headpiece.
Or without. I love it, absolutely love it. And I love the way it flows. You talked about royalty and, the richness of the fabric, gives it that elegance and that, royalness that the fabric needs, or the entire look needs. Fantastic, absolutely love it. Let's quickly see the next look. And I see so the hair piece actually tells the story because it has, you know, the flowers and, you know, it's your blooming season. Absolutely love it. So quickly, let's look at the next look. I absolutely love this one as well. I love the mix of different fabrics, right? But it's still in the same texture, but you can still, you know, they stand out on its own and they stand out beautifully well. So talk to us about it. What inspired this look?
This, rightly so, I would say my mom had like some fabrics that, well, I was trying to build this collection up. I went into my mom's closet and then she showed me some fabrics that were amazing. They were stunning. These were like retro fabrics, and then I saw them and I'm like, okay, I have to look for something that looks really close to this. So obviously I started sourcing for fabrics and all, and I got to, you know, this shows like 3 different stages of life. So basically that's
okay, so what's the first stage saying?
Let's say
what's the story behind
waiting.
Okay, the waiting phase, and then the pruning phase, and then the color and the blossoming. I love the colors, you know, and how it plays on this particular fabric. And you can still see that they're still there's a one color, a cohesiveness. That's what I was looking for, and absolutely love this one. Let's say I think we have one more look.
One more look,
Quickly, can we see that? Absolutely love it. And I love how you could actually, so there's a certain versatility to the look, because you can actually wear this to church, you can wear it for your OWAM there. You can wear it to any event at all, right? But of course, you cannot wear it to the beach.
No, you can't.
No, you can't wear it to the beach. And you can't wear it to the office, except if you're having like an office party, and you want to show yourself that, yes, Mama has arrived. Because it speaks volume. Quickly, let's see the final look. Absolutely love this one. Tell us, what's the story behind this?
So this is obviously this is about the rose. So the headpiece also speaks, you know, purity, you know, and then the 3-piece is obviously like the fabric shows like, oh, she's already here, she's blossoming, she's happy, she's, you know, doing well, you know.
I love it. I love it. I love the richness of the fabric and the color. There's something about Osblood, and it's a mix of, you know, rose red and a wine color, but it has a certain richness to it, and I absolutely love this particular look. It's beautiful. I love the layers. It feels like a lot of love went into this particular fabric. I mean, I could say it. So now talk to us about your process for sourcing for fabrics that you use for every design. So I mean, you have the design now to begin to source for the fabrics. Talk to us about what it takes.
So basically, we source our fabrics from our local suppliers. We have local suppliers that we reach out to, and then we say, oh, these are the colors we're looking for, so and so and so, and then it takes a bit of time to get through, but then eventually they ship to us. And
so have you ever had issues where you think like a certain fabric is going to suit a certain design, and then you use it and then find out that you should have used another fabric instead because the fabric that you used didn't actually suit the style?
Not necessarily, because the beginning part is like when you try to conceptualize a collection or a design, you already know how you want it to flow. So already in your head, you already have, like, if it's damask, you know that damask will give you structure, some form of structure. And if it's like you're using chamois, you know that you need some flow. You're using organza, you're using, so fabrics, you know, chiffon, all different fabrics have their different
textures.
textures and their flow.
Right.
So you already know. I don't think I've had that issue before.
Right. Where you've had to use...
No. I don't think I've had that issue.
And then let's talk about how you come up with names for each collection, because I think that's also some of the challenge that some designers have had to like experience. Because I mean, must we give a collection a name?
Of course.
Must it have a name?
Yes, it should.
Okay.
It should. That's for every design, you have a story behind it.
Right.
Before you start to even maybe sketch or illustrate what comes to you,
right.
you already know how you're feeling. So it's in the feeling.
Right.
Most of the time, it's in the feeling. So depends on how you're feeling or what something has inspired that. You might be having a conversation with someone and someone just says, oh, she's blossoming really well, and it just comes to you like, blossoming, and then you're looking for. So basically, that's how it comes.
Fantastic.
You need the name.
Lillian, I love your designs.
Thank
I think
you so
they're
much.
beautiful, they're rich, they're elegant, and they obviously tell the blossoming story really well. And you're right. So your ladies you all look beautiful, especially with the hair pieces and all. Okay. And right, so we have to head over to the kitchen now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Our chef has made something really delicious.
Ooh,
and
can't wait.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, welcome to the kitchen, Lillian. And Chef Incy Splash has made beef dodo for you this morning. So please quickly tell us how you put it together.
Yeah. Okay, so I prepared the beef, season it and steam for like 10 minutes. And I fried the meat, I fried the plantain, and I mixed everything together.
So it's like a stir fry. With fresh vegetables, yes?
Yes, exactly.
So please dig in. Let us know what you think.
Have a taste.
Okay.
I think I need to move.
Okay, so you want to stand?
You can go ahead.
Okay, I can. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And
So,
yeah.
All right,
So there you go.
okay.
So it's like a play on this dodo. A play on this dodo. But this is beef dodo, yeah?
Yeah, this is beef.
Fantastic.
What do you think?
This is really nice.
You like it?
We did it together.
So that's courtesy of this guy. He doesn't talk. You know how Don Jazzy used to do, so he tells me what he wants me to say. So, Salt Bay. That thing Salt Bay did. He had to take creative license from Chef E. For 1 year, he was chasing Chef. 2 years. He was chasing Chef E to get creative license for that thing.
Wow.
But this guy, Chef Incy is like fifth generation. He taught the person that taught the person that taught the person that taught Incy.
Interesting.
You see?
Chef Incy Splash.
Yeah.
Just
amazing work.
This is the guy. Chef E.
Amazing work.
Thank you.
This is the guy.
All right, and fabulous outfits, by the way.
Hold on.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. It's been a wonderful show. And we have to wrap up. But then we've got a band. And of course, they'll be here to serenade us out, take us out on a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you on Monday.
Play band, take it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
weather is getting cold, cold inside. Double sweater, I am young, ordinary, paranoid. I can't picture this world without you, my life. Oh, baby. Diallo, I no fit forget you. Ebezina, zabu zabu. If I speak English, you are what? Cha no working. I know I punish you are what? I want to punish you, Darabanko. If you see my baby, you go shut up. I'm gonna get too fine, oh be make up. Oh yeah, baby, like that no. Finish work on you. Oh tomato. Nothing but go, baby. Oh, 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 hey, hey, hey. Oh yeah, hey, hey. Darabanko, Darabanko. Darabanko, what's up? Say, Darabanko. Ah, oh yeah, say. Darabanko.
Actress play music.
Darabanko, egwani charose.
Darabanko.
Egwani jangongo.
Darabanko.
Egwani jangongo.
Darabanko.
Egwani charose.
Darabanko.
Keke na pepe. Taxi driver. Danfo driver. Okada people, Rose, Mom, we met him there for the child. Say, I Darabanko, egwani charose. Egwani jangongo. Egwani charose. Egwani jangongo. Keke na pepe. Taxi driver. Okada people. Mom, we bet you better.